Okay, I'm basically recording this after having a bit of a recovery. And anyway, so one of the shots I wanted to talk about was the kidney shot, and I think the kidney shot is basically a more devastating version of the liver shot, to be honest. Because with a liver shot, even if you land it, you kind of have to land it a very specific way. Because even if you land it in the general area, it doesn't really have the same impact. You really gotta get like kind of inward, and downward, like just underneath like the rib, which is kind of tricky to hit a lot of the time unless you're in like a very specific position. And then, so I was thinking, I was like researching about more devastating shots from the liver shot, and so there's the spleen, which is great. That's pretty easy to burst, but it's hard to hit, so not really an option. Obviously there's the back of the head, but that's illegal, and a kidney shot as well. Kidney shot's actually illegal as well, but it's not life ending in the same way a shot to the back of the head is. So anyway, so the kidney shot is basically if you touch your back, like the lower side of your back, there's like a soft spot. So there's like this weird soft spot area, like to the left or to the right of the spine, and that's where the kidney basically is. So the soft patch here basically has no protection. Like unlike the liver shot, there's at least there's the rib to absorb a lot of the damage, and because the liver is so large, like a lot of the damage spreads out. So you're probably not going to die realistically if you get hit with the liver. Odds of you dying are pretty low. But with the kidney area, because of how small it is and how delicate it is as well, and there's actually no protection, and the kidneys are tiny. They're really not that big. Because there's basically no protection in the back area, it's actually a technique that was used a lot with ulcer fighters. So I think George Foreman used it a bit in some of his fights. Shakari Robinson used it in his bit of fights as well. Mickey Ward used it at some point against Jab Judah in one of the fights. But overall, it's a very efficient punch. And I mentioned this because, like I said before in my other video, because I'm trying to think of a few good gimmick attacks, like gimmick punches, gimmick moves. I'm trying to get Razor Riddick smash down as well. I can do it off my right side when I'm in southpaw, but I can't do it off my right side. I just, for whatever reason, my left arm just can't really get the angle of power right with it. I'm working on like a few different jab moves. I really gotta make separate videos for some of the stuff I've been working on. But anyway, for the kidney shot though, that's something I want to work on as well, because I have a spar coming up. Actually, I'm going to talk about my spar in a different video as well. Just a lot of stuff to talk about. But I'm going to try and use it, because it looks easy enough to land. But from what I've seen, it's a very good counter against guys that kind of like dip below the waist a little bit. Of James Toney kind of defense, because they always leave their back exposed when they dip down. The guy I'm sparring against now, I don't know what kind of style he has. Because it only works when they're side on. They have to be side on with the back exposed at some point. I'm just thinking about different ways, because I can't always wait for them to have the back exposed. Which is why I'm thinking about different ways to actually maneuver them manually into a side on position, so I can whip in a kidney shot. But it's just difficult thinking about it. Because in the gym I'm at now, it's very anti clinch. I'm waiting around for him to get into the perfect position is a little bit stupid. There's a lot going on. I can't just wait for that one specific position. So yeah, I'm still thinking of manual ways to do it. I think the clinch is the best way to do it. Get into the clinch, maneuver him side arm. But you gotta do all this really quickly. But it's not impossible to land the kidney shot, supposedly. I mean, I've seen videos of it. So yeah, just gotta figure out how to make that my main attack, I think, because it is devastating. It's a devastating shot, and yeah, it's basically a stronger version of a liver shot, really. And no one knows how to defend it. You can't really defend it at all. That's why it's illegal, obviously. How easy it is to land. Anyway, yeah.